Well, yeah. Doing an oval video this time. We're kind of throwing it back to the lengthy video I did connecting the roofless and oval timelines and looking at some of the comments. Yeah, there was something that I don't want to say I completely looked over, but it's something I didn't fully explore because of the fact that we did not see these things happen in roofless. So I'm like, I don't know if we're going to backtrack. It has to do with Barry being set up for the alleged murder of Roof. I mean, we've talked about this, but now that we've really dove into the timeline of Roofless and people are really leaving thought-provoking comments in the comments section, and I like that. They were saying that, well, think of it this way, Jeremy, like you were saying, some of the cops slash police are in the cult itself. Now, with that being said, you have these cops arresting Barry for the murder of Roof. And yeah, that was, I mean, a couple things here. The body, I still don't know how to explain the body at the morgue. I really don't. I mean, did Roof like pose for these photos and they were taken? Like, this is why I wish that when the series started, because I was under the impression, oh, maybe episode 1 will have the lead up to Roof actually getting Callie from Nancy, pretty much, establishing why she's a special child, establishing why Ruth's daughter specifically needs to be brought into the cult, like, in order to be an elder, in order to be enlightened. And then we would see, like, the bring the little children. So she goes to Nancy's house, is confronted by Barry. I mean, I'm not saying that Tyler Perry had to cut and paste scenes, but to be fair, the scenes with Ruth in episode 1 of The Oval were relatively short. So, I mean, I know some people are like, well, Jeremy, you dissect this stuff, so you'd probably be like, well, dang, see, you took the first episode, Tyler Perry, and you wasted like 6 minutes rehashing scenes from The Oval. Honestly, no. I would not have done that in that situation, because those were scenes that needed to be, no pun intended, seen, because there are some people who still haven't watched The Oval yet, so I think it would have worked. So I think maybe to cover all their tracks, like, hey, here's what we need to do. If I take my daughter, Barry is going to come after her. So what we need to do is set it up so Barry is locked away for good. So we're going to stage my death, make it look like he did it, plant the bloody knife, even though Sharon's probably the one that got it. I don't know. Plant the bloody knife in his bedroom. So when he gets arrested, the cops, I don't know if they will have a search warrant, because if they did, they could search the house and then find the bloody knife and the money and whatnot, and then link it to Barry somehow, leading to him being arrested. But then again, we know that the arrest is not going to hold, because Richard's going to be in the truck with Barry, and that's when he drives the truck into the pharmacy when he sees Sharon and Kareem kissing. So Barry isn't going to be stuck at the police station for long. Let's put it that way. More to the point, this setup does make sense, because if you take Barry out of the equation and then Ruth is mysteriously dead, then that means Callie is pretty much gone for good, because at that point, there's no one who's going to be able to help or willing to help against the Rakudushis, unless Richard's able to use the information Tally gave him about their locations and give that to someone like Sam or potentially Hunter, and then use those obviously big guns in his back pocket to take the cult down and find his granddaughter. Because seriously, I mean, I get it. It's like, yeah, we get the baby daddy out of the way, we're good. But did anyone account for the fact that, yeah, my daughter's grandfather actually works at the White House? So did anyone not think that through? I don't think so. So, I mean, also, you have to think of it this way. It's like, well, I mean, yes, Ruth, you have seen the light and we want your daughter, but you're telling me her grandfather, who is black, works at the man's in the White House? He works for the president? Don't you think that would kind of taint Callie in a sense? Why is Callie special? Should I do a video on that? Yeah, I might have to do a video on that. But yeah, the whole Barry being set up by the police actually makes sense if those police officers were indeed involved in the cult, because in episode 3 of Ruthless, it has been confirmed that there are white members of the cult, and the highest doesn't look down on them because those are white people who have seen the light, so they're good in his eyes. But yeah, I know this is random, but it still doesn't explain the body. I don't know. is it a mannequin? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I really wish we would either get flashbacks or some sort of nod to what made Callie get her daughter and bring her into the, I mean, excuse me, what made Ruth get her daughter, bring her into the fold, because that doesn't explain the photos that were shown to Nancy and Barry, that even though the face was mangled in this figure, they could still make out that was Ruth and the tattoo. So yeah, if that's true, then it makes sense. The only, if that's true, then that makes sense. But like I said in the other video, we still need to see Tally's escape, because that's the only thing that really makes sense. I mean, if she actually escapes tonight, makes it to Nancy's house, then things will align. But for now, we're still in question. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description below.